Guys,
Welcome to our Sunday stream. This week was special because we had the birthday of my beloved wife and Chapati's mother, Christina. We celebrated on this week, and also right now we are at Christina's parents' house celebrating the birthday of her father, Yuri. So things is going on like this, and our life gave us two birthdays during 1 week, as we celebrate this every year, and it's tough all the time because we need to figure out all the logistics and how to be able for Christina's parents to join us on celebrating Christina's birthday and vice versa. So, hey everyone,
hi guys. Glad to see you here today with us.
hey Jakey.
Hi Jakey. I just need to correct Eugene. It's not each year because this year I had my first birthday celebration after 4 years because like few of them I have missed due to the COVID. The others were missed due to our journeys. So this year it was my first celebration with friends.
Yeah,
And
but anyway,
even though, like maybe just few months ago, I would never think that I can celebrate my birthday in such tough times, and that it's not that good to celebrate while so many of our people are dying. But after more than half a year of this war, of a full-scale war in Ukraine, people got really missing some reminders that life still goes on. So we decided to finally make this celebration just to remember that we still need to live, we still have sense to live, we still have friends, we still have some occasions to see each other and spend some amazing time all together. Same goes here with my dad's birthday. So today's stream is going to be quite a short one because we still need some time to to talk about everything which happened, to drink some wine, to say some good words, and to make some amazing plans for next year, and to hope that all this could be realized after we win the war.
hey everyone, hello Jessica.
Hi Jess. Hi everyone, guys.
June is also here. Hello June.
And hi to June.
Wahid's asking how's the situation at Ukraine now? Do you think this will continue? So the situation is as follows. Our troops are counterattacking on Kherson region in the south of Ukraine. We are getting back our lands bit by bit over there, and it's very important for us. So, in terms of initiative, right now, Ukraine still has the initiative. We still have enough power and manpower and supplies, all the weaponry from the West. We are still receiving it, and we are, as always, very thankful to all of our friends around the world. So over there, we have this momentum. We are trying to take back our lands, and there is the only big major city. It is Kherson, which was captured by Russian first weeks of the war. It is the regional center, one of 25 regional centers of Ukraine, and the only one which was captured after the full-scale war started. So here in Kherson, we hope to get it back as soon as possible. It's gonna be a big victory for our army, for our people, and a big loss for Russian regime. So we hope this is gonna happen sooner or later. Of course, we hope for sooner, but we'll see how it goes. Our soldiers and troops fighting bravely, and it seems like uh, we paid price for this, but the success of this operation is very much likely, and we hope to have it.
Yeah, Wahid is also asking if the situation got better or it's getting worse. So I would say that on the front, the situation is getting better. Our brave soldiers are moving forward in order to take back as more of our lands as they could, and the situation is very tough, but still we have quite a lot of victories. On the other hand, the reaction of Putin and the reaction of Russian Federation isn't that good, because they start to terrorize our civilians more and more. And this week, our Monday has started as a true nightmare, where we could even recollect our emotions, same as we had on the 24th of February this year, when the full-scale war has just started. So only me and Eugene and Chapati, we could hear around 15 big explosions, like in Kiev. I wouldn't say that they were really nearby, but they were very massive, and we could hear them very, very well. Chapati got some panics, and we had to calm her down. So our Monday was absolutely terrible day.
So on Monday, it was the biggest missile attack during months and months. So the bigger one was only on the beginning of the war. So this was the biggest attack on Kiev since February 25th, like that. And more than 20 rockets landed in Kiev, different regions, mainly attacking civilian places where it was like on the morning where a lot of people were there, like parks, like crossroads of the main streets, and also critical infrastructure. So during the first days, some of the citizens of Kiev, they lacked electricity. They lacked because the power plants were damaged, and it happened also in many different regions, like Lviv, the major city in the west part of Ukraine. It also didn't have electricity. They haven't had it for more than a day, like no electricity at all. And during that day, our intelligence team reported that 84 missiles were hit, like were launched to Ukraine, and more than half was taken down by our anti-missile system and our aircrafts. So 43 rockets were taken down, and less than half landed. But what is really obvious that they attacked our critical infrastructure, mainly power plants, as so many towns and cities across Ukraine didn't have electricity after that. So we are seeing that this signature, like specific method which was chosen by the Russian Federation, is to attack civilians and civilian objects, just to make this, like, to make us fear, of course, yes, to make us feel helpless, and to strive for any peace and any conditions, regardless whether it's good or bad for Ukraine. So we think that this is gonna continue, because as we are taking our lands back and Russia obviously losing on the battlefield, they didn't get anything from July, I think. So starting from July, till the end of August. It was positional war. No one advanced. No one captured or, retaken any territory. It was only position. And after the end of August, the counteroffensive operations was started by Ukrainian army. And during these few months, almost 2 months, yeah, only Ukraine has some victories on the battlefield, which is very good and very inspiring for us. And the only answer Russia has for that is a terrorist attacks. So, as you may remember, last week we told you that on that weekend, Russian bridge, the Kerchin bridge, was damaged. Uh, all the signs leading that it was actually done by Russians themselves, because when they have these losses on the battlefield, some kind of different branches of power, different governmental structures, they try to survive the punishment and they try to relocate the responsibility for losing to somebody else. So they have some kind of inner wars, and during one of these inner wars, one power organized this attack to the bridge just to blame others' power, not to be under this punishment line.
But let's be honest, it's still one of the theories. We don't know it for sure.
Nobody
Because
knows.
all this type of information, of course, intelligence department knows the real answer. But it's just while the war is still on, they still have some secrets which cannot be unrevealed before everything finishes up. So one of the theories is that Crimean Bridge was actually shot by Russians themselves, but it's only a theory. Still, we are sure that all these attacks on Monday, it's not an actual answer to harming the bridge, because we have information that they started to plan these attacks on Monday before the bridge was harmed before. So it's actually just their answers because we are having victories on the front and they can do nothing, and their only way is to terrorize people because they hope that if people are scared, we will come to our president and to our politicians and ask to make a peaceful agreement with Russia, which will give some of our territories to Russia. But they are so fuckingly mistaken when they think that our people can be scared and can be feared after such a long while. We are actually quite shielded with braveness, with experience in all this stuff, and it's not that easy to fear us. Of course, it was horrible. This experience was horrible, but it never means that we're going to surrender.
June writes, "Blow your hair."
Oh yes, I should also tell about this stuff. I decided to make myself a birthday present, and right before my birthday, I bleached my hair because since the war have started, I've never bought like almost never bought anything just for myself. It's like only food and some medicines and so on. But I decided that before my birthday, I deserve for such kind of present, and I wanted this symbolical present which would change my look a bit and which would, um, in my mind, give me a hope that my next year is going to be a bit different. It's going to be much better. It's going to be lighter and brighter. So thank you. I actually also love it because when the war has started and in just few or 3 months, when I looked at the mirror, I saw that my face is looking older, probably 10 years older than I used to be. But now when I made this new color, I look at the mirror and I see the previous Christina. I see the Christina which I saw before the war has started. So I made a perfect birthday present for myself.
Chapati looking very chilled today.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, you know,
And
when we were going to have a celebration, we had so many things to do to prepare everything, so we were in like in intense movement all the time. And then she also was on our celebration party, of course. And then
so many people, of course,
so many
she never
emotions.
slept there. Yes. So now
She's just recovering, I think, after that.
Yeah, it's quite regular with her, even like when we visit our friends who have a private house in Kiev. After we spent few days there, and Chapati is spending her time being unleashed in the yard, then we come back home and she will sleep for 2 or 3 days, like doing nothing except from eating food and walking, and having some small walks, but the rest of time she's sleeping. So same happens right now.
Jake, right. Chapati blends so beautifully with the sofa. Yes.
Yeah.
Almost the same color, and also the wall over there.
Yeah, and I'm also almost matching Chapati. Not that much, but
That's the way. Stay strong, folks. On a lighter note, does Chapati love chapatis?
We get this question quite often.
Yeah. And we made a test.
And we made some tests, and I would say that Chapati really loves chapatis. She loves bread. She doesn't like any fruits or any vegetables. She's more about rice and bread and all the stuff like that.
Not to mention meat, of course.
Of course, it's on the first place. It's obvious because she's a dog. But even though we made some tests with chapati, we don't feed chapati with chapatis because it's not very good for dogs' health to eat chapatis. Um, Rice is much better.
It's answering. Hope this stops soon. Sending prayers and love to you guys. Stay strong. Yeah, we also hope it will end soon, but the only way it could end is the victory of Ukraine and the loss of Russian Federation. So many things should happen before this victory comes to us. I mean, it's so difficult to predict how long it's gonna last. Yeah, right now there are no obvious signs for the war to end, but we have this momentum of regaining our territories, which is very important for us. And we also see some kind of inner wars inside Russian Federation. So the process started, and
Which gives us the biggest hope because only the inner wars could destroy Russia from inside. Because these guys still have nuclear weapon, and it's impossible to destroy them outside of Russia.
yeah, it's not special for Ukraine, of course, obviously, but the more losses they're gonna have on the battlefield, the sooner the Russian Federation regime will collapse and the peace will prevail. Jackie wrote the most intense week this week. Huge range of emotions. Absolutely.
Yes, so different emotions. because yeah, when the war has started, we had only one type of emotions, but during this week it was totally different, like absolutely speechless on Monday, but then on Tuesday we already had to collect our energy back together and to get prepared, and yeah, very different.
Rainmaker Charles, belated happy birthday, Christina. Praying hard that this war stops.
Thank you so much. Hi to Suvarna. Also, belated birthday wishes, Christina. Thank you so much. We've got one very uncommon question from Senate. Phoenix Senate. Do you also love, but I guess, phoenixes?
Yeah, I think this is kind of clickbait. so
But still, it's kind of a nice question, and I wanted to answer it because I think that it's a very good symbol. As for now, because of course I want Ukraine to how
restore from the ashes,
yeah,
like a phoenix.
yeah, to restore from these ashes like a phoenix, and to become even more powerful, to become full of energy and all this energy of life and vitality.
Mhm. Lucretia Michelle, hello from Kentucky. Hello to Kentucky. Oh, Jacker writes in Spanish. Eugene, me gusta tu camiseta, which means Eugene, I like your t-shirt. Gracias, gracias, Jacker.
It's Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, one of my favorite video games starting from childhood. Actually, my favorite if we're speaking about childhood. So Eugene has some associations of me with Lara Croft. So this week, during my birthday, he wore this T-shirt for he wore this T-shirt for a bit, and now same stuff.
We pray every night for the people of Ukraine. They are strong, they will survive and flourish. Oh, we hope for that, and we are sure actually that it will happen, especially with the help and the prayers of all people around the world. Of course, especially in USA, in Canada, in United Kingdom, because those people are very supportive and they impact their governments. So all the sociological researches show how much people of those countries support Ukraine, and that is also the reason why governments have to act just to respond to this support of regular people. So
Yes, and just imagine how much does this support help us. I mean, especially supplies of weaponry and of both of defensive and attacking weaponry. But just compare these numbers. On Monday, 84 missiles were launched to Ukraine, and 43 were stopped by all these anti-missile systems. Guess, just imagine what kind of terror it would be for us if we don't have this if we didn't have these anti-missile systems. So they
but so much
actually
more to come, and
Yeah.
it also like makes us feel better because if like right now we almost have no modern anti-missile systems. Only few of them have arrived from our partners. All of those are old Soviet or post-Soviet machines. But when we receive new one, I think
Yeah, and still such a good result. But just imagine what kind of result we are going to have when we have more supplies, when we receive more help, and so many more people's lives and animals' lives could be saved.
June asked, have you had a lot of sirens this week? Yes, this week was the most intense for last months and months, and like 84 missiles launched on Monday, like 20 something was launched on Tuesday, and then Wednesday the same, and Thursday few,
today.
and on Friday, the day we celebrated Christina's birthday, we didn't have any sirens at all. So we were like so lucky because also on Friday it was the day of Ukrainian army, so we expected it to be tense, and luckily it wasn't. So
Yeah, we had like there was some reason. Suvarna is writing that she needs to go and. Okay, I'll keep in touch. I'll keep messaging. Thank you for being with us. We do our best to take care. I'll be back to you starting from tomorrow because these days were really intense.
right, Rainmaker Charles, love to Chapati, and both of you stay safe and stay blessed always. Thank you so much. And also, like, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who became a part of Christina's initiative on her birthday to collect some donations for Ukrainian animals who need help, the animals who were injured because of the war. Yes. And thank you everybody who joined us. This donation campaign is still on. I think it's gonna finish like today or tomorrow in a few hours, something like that. And if you want to join this campaign, please do so, so we can transfer more donations to animals of Ukraine who are in need.
Yeah, so thank you all guys who have already joined my campaign. But you still have an opportunity. Those who didn't join us, you still have an opportunity to join this campaign and to make even the very small donation. But each penny makes sense because so many animals need help. So the more people we get, the more animals will be saved. I still didn't reach the goal which I was putting in my campaign, so please check it out. You may see it in Chapati's last post, or I will also share it again on Chapati's stories right after the stream.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So please, if you still didn't do that, if you want to help some innocent animals to come back to health, please help us make my goal closer. And I will transfer all money to the foundation which saves lives of animals in Ukraine, the one which I totally trust, which I'm sure that already saved millions of lives. And thanks to all who already joined us. I will Chucky. Yeah, thank you guys.
So should we finish because our parents are waiting for us?
Yes, I guess that still it's way too much news this week, and it's impossible to tell everything in one stream, even if we wanted that. So I think that just one will answer the question of June. Do you stay in your flat when the sirens sound? Yes, actually, you just in an ideal world, you have not just to stay in your apartment. You have to go to the bomb shelter.
That was the question about. Are we going to bomb shelter?
But all this stuff is quite hard to manage with Chapati, and it makes her nervous. So we just prefer to hide in a bathroom because there is also a two walls rule. So if you hide somewhere and have two walls from the outside, you are much more safe. So we prefer this method.
And also, like, it all depends on the place where you live, because if we lived in the center of Kiev, which is constantly under attacks, we would probably go to the shelters. But as we are living in the outskirts, and the real shelling over there was only when the Russians were so close to Kiev in March, and also on the first day of the war, because so like not that far away we had an airfield, so they attacked it. But right now it's rare place to have attacks on, because there are no infrastructure like a very major war military or infrastructure objects over there. So I think that the chance is a bit slimmer. Then they will attack our house. I mean, and the distance between center and our apartment is like more than 10 kilometers. So it's hard to, to miss it that much. I mean, they miss all their targets all the time, but it's on also like few hundred meters, a kilometer maximum, but it's not like 10 kilometers that way or another way. So like having all these together, combining, we consider that the harm to go to the shelter every time the siren is on during the nighttime, like few times, so this kind of life would be like totally miserable for three of us, and we chose a different path. But when we are outside and we hear the siren, we go inside quickly. When we are in the
Because
center of the city, we also hide.
especially, yeah,
So
in the city
we,
center.
it goes like that.
Yep, so thank you all guys for your congratulations. Thanks Jackie for
Like in happiness words, Chapati, love from India. Chapati was here right a moment before, but as we are finishing our stream right now, so she also went. So yeah, thank you for all congratulations. We say hi from you to Christina's dad on his birthday. And this was an intense week, but it was full of joy and peace and love. Thank everybody who congratulated Christina in any
possible
way.
ways.
Writing a comment, calling, making a post, whatever you did. Thank you for joining our donation campaign to help Ukrainian animals. And thank you for being with us all the time. Yeah,
Yes.
love you guys.
Thank you
have a great
guys.
week.
See you next week.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye bye.